Hello, Sweet Mountain Violet here. Today I wanted to share with you some of my brooches from my personal collection because I love them. So first off, the butterfly. Yeah, I adore this style of butterfly brooch. Um, when I was a kid, my grandma gave me a set of butterfly brooches, like an Avon set, and I loved it and wore it on my denim jacket. And so I've always just adored butterfly brooches since then. So the majority of my brooches I have purchased on eBay, and about a year and a half ago I decided I needed more brooches in my life because I was dressing more and more vintage inspired, and the brooch just finishes the outfit. And so I went on eBay and discovered vintage estate lots. So people would sell the brooches in lots and you bid on them. And that is how I've acquired the majority of my brooches. Butterflies are hard to get. People will bid pretty high on these. Um, so I always feel kind of lucky when I win because I will set a limit. I'll go on and be like, there's a brooch in this lot I really want. And say I'm willing to pay this much, and I'll set my bid at that. And usually I get outbid. So when I win a lot, I get pretty excited. Um, so after a while, I had way more brooches than I needed, and I loved the process of bidding and the high of winning. And that is when I decided that I needed to share. And so I opened my Etsy shop. It has the same name as my Instagram and YouTube, Sweet Mountain Violet. And so I've shared a lot of my brooches. Well, they're for sale there, yeah. And it's fun. They don't fly off the shelf, but I sell enough to sustain my habit. So I like that. Also, that Christmas, everybody got brooches. Like, have a brooch. Everyone gets a brooch. And then when the lots come in the mail, a lot of times you don't know how they're going to package it. Some people just throw it in a poly mailer and it comes. And the pictures weren't always fantastic. So you end up with broken ones, chips, dings. And there might have only been one in that lot that I wanted for my personal collection. So I put the one, I don't know if the ring light's going to let you see that, but I just love that. What's it called? I don't know what this is called, but I love it. Um, so, so I put the one I love in my personal collection, and the ones I feel like are nice and will photograph well. Oh, this is a Monet brooch, and it just danced and sparkled on the eBay pictures. I had to have this one. I may have overpaid on that lot just because I'm like, oh, I need that. Anyway, it's gorgeous, and it's a little stick pin. So, where was I on my story? Anyway, so put some in my, and then the remainder I sell at swap meets and fairs at ridiculously cheap prices. And people are so excited to have a brooch. They're like, my grandma had brooches, and it's just really nostalgic and it's fun. Like, feel like I'm bringing back the brooch for everybody. And yeah, you see that beautiful marbling on that one. I have lots of flower brooches. I love the flower brooches, the butterflies. I'm not really showing off the leaves today, but oh, and copper. I love the copper. Copper are hard to get too. Like those are really popular. People outbid me on copper all the time. I'm not really an expert on brooches, so I don't know when I'm bidding on one that I can sell for a huge amount, like other people who are bidding. So I'm happy with what I get. So, and then the ones that are terribly damaged go into craft lots and go to crafters. And it's just so much fun. So a lot of the ones in my personal collection are just too cute. But they have little things like, can you see the clasp is broken? So I can't sell it in my Etsy shop because I don't want to sell damaged or difficult. I don't want people to be disappointed. You can't really describe the damage. So a lot of times I'll keep the damaged ones in my collection, and I don't mind that if the clasp is a little broken or a rhinestone is missing. Here's one with lots of missing rhinestones. Anyway, I think he's just adorable. He's still completely wearable. I love him, the little donkey with the flower cart. So that is how I ended up with my brooch shop and a fantastic collection of personal brooches and just a fun hobby. So at some point maybe I will become more knowledgeable, get into buying more valuable ones. I don't know. Oh, here is my miracle brooch. I did not buy this one in a lot. When I came across miracle brooches, I was truly fascinated. So this is a company that I believe it started in mid-century in the UK, and they were making imitations of Victorian brooches that had all the different fantastic stones in them. But they use a process. Their stones are all glass, and they have their own unique process to imitate the look of the different kinds of stones. And since then, they've also made reproductions of Scottish brooches. Those might have been the Victorian ones, and Viking brooches. And so I have fun getting the miracle brooches. They go well with my medieval garb. Oh, check out this sweet little painted brooch. I have so many brooches. Okay, this is my only Damascene one. It doesn't have the stamp, the made in Spain or anything, so I'm not sure. It might be, is it Toledo? I'm not sure, but look at this cool clasp. Like, you're not gonna lose that brooch. And I just thought it's so unique and fun, and it's got the birds and flowers, the inlay. This is one I actually had before. Just, I love that one. Oh, okay, here is, you'll very seldom find the micro mosaics in lots. The sellers know that they can sell them for a lot more. So I felt really lucky to get the lot with this one. I was sure I would be outbid on this. Can you see how fantastic that is? All right, and here's the back, made in Italy. And so, anyway, that's the little star of the show right there. Love this one. So my Etsy shop, I've added other things. I keep it primarily accessories. So I have some vintage neckties. I have some scarves I might add to the group. this was a fun lot. It was a full lot of just poodles. They're super, super popular. So I was super excited to, can I say super enough times, to get this lot. And this is the one I kept for myself. The entire lot was fantastic and sellable. I've already sold off 2 or 3 of them, and I still have more poodles in my shop. This is one I kept for myself because it has my little birthstone eye, and everyone needs a poodle in their collection. Let me see. Here's my cameo. It's another must-have. She came broken. She was not attached, so I kept her. Fixed her myself. And since I don't consider myself very skilled, like I don't repair the brooches I sell. If they're damaged, they go into the swap meet lots or swap meet cells, and then or I keep them for myself when they are as fantastic as this. Isn't she just so sweet? Okay, here's another copper brooch. There's a little March kite. I paid up on this lot because I wanted this brooch so bad. So you can see it. Can you see that? It's a Métis Renoir. And it's absolutely fantastic. All right. Here's another fun one. It's really big. Can you see how big that is? It's a purple feather. Almost said leaf. The 2 prongs there. That one makes a real statement when I wear it. So much fun. Here's my little froggy brooch. So he's got a lot of paint chipping and he's missing an eyeball. But I don't mind. I love him. I love him so much. And a parasol. Every lady needs a parasol. So, fun spring, summer. Well, and she also has a lot of paint chipping, enamel coming off. Issues with the faux pearls, but absolutely stunning. Okay, this one is an absolute favorite. Actually, I'm just showing you my favorites, so I don't know. Can't have one favorite. This is, it's like wearing a paperweight. Definitely my heaviest. And that blue just is amazing. Here's another one. Nautical brooches are super popular. This is literally the only nautical brooch I've been able to win a bid on. So, wear that one when I'm in a sailor mood. Alright, my toucan. I always get attention when I wear the toucan. Can you see him? A lot of glare off of him, but he's fantastic. Oh, okay, little cheetah here. I would have sold him, but I'm glad I kept him. He's another broken latch, but he holds tight enough that I don't lose him when I wear him. And his eyes, I'm not sure if he originally had stones in his eyes or not, but little cheetah. Ha! This one's fun. This is my sewing machine. I do a lot of sewing for my medieval reenactment, and I want to sew more of my everyday clothing, get that vintage look I'm going for. So, little sewing machine. Here's my April brooch, a little black and white too, so it matches so many of my pinup inspired outfits with the black and white. She is just fun. Okay, guys, this is the last. This is 2 brooches. Whoops, I guess I better get you on screen there. Isn't that fantastic? I love wearing this one. And it's really small. People don't always notice it. But when they do, they just light up smiling. So I think that's one of my favorite things is when you wear a brooch, people are like, you're wearing a brooch. And it just makes them smile. And they love it. They're like, oh, I wish I had some brooches. And it's just so much fun. So thank you for watching me show off my collection today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you know anything more about some of my brooches or you're interested in seeing more, just leave it in the comments. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.